They're playing purely for pride now. And you know what that comes before. Steve's high, dry and gobby. John's gone and James goes with him. You ever seen anybody wipe out like that before? Spectacular. Amanda certainly hasn't.
Number one, baby, drop the bomb!
Yeah, Steve as humble as ever, and today's last man standing. But who's following him into the next round? Back to Amanda to resolve that sticky little Jodie Joe issue.
So I think you can all do the mathematics here today. There are 7 of you standing with me, and of course only 6 of you can go through to Dizzy Dummies. That's because Joe and Jodie, both of you came off within nanoseconds of each other. One of you is not going to be going through. Well done to you both, because it was so close, but I can tell you right now that Jodie, you are going through, and Joe, you're not! Sorry, man.
Do you think she was pleased? Difficult to say. I think she was pleased. Anyway, well done, Jodie. So we started today with 20 contestants. Now we have 6. They've all qualified for the next round. And what a mixed bag they are. First up, it's Humble Steve, last man standing in the sweeper.
If I don't win this, I don't know what's gone wrong.
This is for you, Britain.
Next is his closest rival, Hairy James. Not bad for a hippie. Skippy John, well, skips his way into the next round.
We're going to engage!
And Footy Stew makes it 4.
But I know who my money's on.
Ladies man Faisal just keeps on impressing.
All you sexy single ladies out there, I'm the winner because I got the money in the bag.
And finally, like a rose between 5 thorns, is the only lady left, Girl Power Jodie. Only one of them will be crowned total Wipeout champion and have an awful lot to declare when they go back through British customs, £10,000 to be precise. Now, as you know, the way we turn 6 into 3 is by making them sick. It is Dizzy Dummies. Might not be subtle, but it's really effective and really funny for us. Here's how this round works. The Dizzy Dummy spins our competitors round and round and round until they don't know where they are or what day it is. Then, dazed, they must make their way across a variety of fiendish obstacles. The last one to make it across is eliminated. The prize for the remaining 5? More nausea, because they must get back in the Dizzy Dummy and do it all again. And we'll keep going until we have our final 3. The one golden rule: just don't come last.
You guys ready? Yep, that sounds like a no. All right, 3, 2, 1.
The spinning begins. I hope they've remembered to put their travel sickness wristbands on, or at least digested the reheated tacos they had for lunch. They are off, let the confusion begin. Hairy James is off to a flying start, but look at Girl Power Jodie. She's sped past him. Look at that! That is a blisteringly fast finish. It's amazing, as if Jodie forgot to get dizzy. The only girl left in the competition is safely across. Hairy James is onto the second tippy table and looking strong, although John is close behind.
Oh, John!
But Hairy James is over.
Golden oldie!
And so is Skippy John, with Humble Steve powering through next. But what's this? A late spurt from Stuart, and he bounds past Faisal to snatch the final qualifying place.
Unbelievable scenes here at Total Wipeout. Unbelievable.
I'm out.
Yep, you are, Faisal. Footy Stew made that look easy. I admire how he left it late to add a little drama.
Hang on a second, I blinked and I just missed what happened. You just got steamrolled by Stuart.
Yeah, do you know what? I didn't even see it coming. I didn't. I thought there's still someone behind me.
Oh, well, there was. It was Stuart, but not for long.
Top man, well done.
So Faisal's out of the game, although for him there are still some obstacles ahead. He has to go through the hotel, under the shower, down the stairs, balance himself on the bar, and attempt to chat up anything in a skirt.
You can do this. Come on.
Back in the dizzy dummy go the remaining 5 contestants. All that stands between them and the finish line now are the crazy beams. Yeah, Amanda, that's how it makes you feel. First 4 across are safe, the 5th will be eliminated. Remember, they are all fighting for a place in tonight's final. Here we go for a second time then.
Don't do that very well.
Oh, Steve's fallen in after just 1 jump. And once again, Jodie is leading the pack. But all she needs to do is not come last. Oh no, there's a frog in the pond. Jodie's fallen, which means she must swim right back to the start and do it all again. Boys now doing their best slug impressions. That's very cautious. Apart from John, he's doing it lemming style. Stuart being energy efficient, perhaps. What's James doing? A little feng shui on those crazy beams, maybe. Steve's going in the wrong direction. Steve, this way. Come on, Harry James, don't fall off at the last minute now. Inches from the finish. Yes, he is safely across. Harry James is the first person to qualify for the final round of Dizzy Dummies. And like true Brits, Stuart and Steve are queuing up for that finishing podium.
You got it, Stuart. Go on, you're almost there, mate. Go on.
Jodie's in again. Footy Stu's across, and so is Humble Steve. And Skippy John grits his teeth and goes for the finish. Now the old man's done it. Don't do that, though. So it's all over for Jodie. She came very close to being first across again, but it just wasn't to be for Girl Power Jodie.
Jodie, you were so close. You literally missed that by a foot. And I'm not talking foot in measurement. I'm talking your actual foot. That was... You were hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, that was awesome. I slipped off. And I could see John slip off the second time. But I chose the wrong route because the gap was like the size of a big gap.
I know those gaps, yeah, they're pretty big.
So it's goodbye to the last girl, which leaves us with 3 boys and a real man, skipping teacher John. Back in the Dizzy Dummy one last time for those 4. At stake now is a place in the Wipeout zone. So one more spin. Back in Britain, this might be classed as a kind of torture. Fortunately, Argentinian laws are a bit more lax. I'm in trouble with the law now, I suspect. Remember, only the first 3 across will make it to the Wipeout zone and have a shot at the £10,000. James is charging ahead. Onto the tippy tables. Oh, he's inadvertently tipped Steve into the water, which means he'll have to start again. Stuart's still spinning. John's gone in. James is the first one across and the first one to qualify for today's final. Footy Stu is developing his strategy.
Come on, Stu! Don't give up now.
Clever. He's letting Steve go first. What confidence. What self-belief. What a mistake. Humble Steve home and dry and second to qualify. He is pleased with himself. What a surprise. John now looks like he's in some pain. It's between him and Stuart for that final place. He's onto the second tippy table. If Stuart's waiting to make his move, he should probably pounce now. What are you doing, Stuart? Come on! Yeah! Too late. John's across and is going into the Wipeout zone with James and Steve. It's all over for Stuart. You just relax there, Stuart. But of course, nothing is ever quite as simple as that. Well, not out there it isn't anyway. John had hurt his arm earlier in the day and was pronounced unfit by the doctor and so had to withdraw from the final.